Welcome back to our continuing YouTube video series on business law focusing on franchises. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular YouTube video on franchising, we're going to focus on understanding the aspect of royalty fees. Royalty fees are the key driver for franchisors to sell franchises to individuals like yourself. It is based on a percentage, typically, of revenue. So you got to be clear about this and understanding it. What they're doing is they're saying, depending on how much revenue you generate, you are obligated to pay a set percentage of that revenue to us as our fee, otherwise known as a royalty fee. Whether this is 5% or 7% or some other percentage. So why is this important? It is important because it is based on revenue and not profitability. As such, you may not be having a profitable business in the franchise for the first few years. You may in fact be losing money. That is secondary to the fact that the franchisor is looking to revenue. Your profitability or lack of profitability is not an issue for determining royalty fees. Instead, if your business would generate $1 million, and after all costs and the like, before you've taken any money out yourself, but you've paid all the staff, you've paid all the suppliers, you've paid all the taxes, you've paid your landlord, you've paid your insurance, you're left with $10,000 because $990,000 has gone out to everybody else. How much do you think you are paying in royalty fees if you have a 5% royalty requirement? You're paying $50,000 in royalty fees. Yes. $50,000 in royalty fees on $1 million revenue. So that means you have netted a loss of $40,000 for the year. And that is how it works. Irrespective of your profitability, you are obligated to pay that amount. So you got to consider that. And it has to be considered when you're budgeting stuff and when you're assessing the particular franchise. And you also have to be looking at the other fees that you're going to have to pay. Some of the fees are straightforward and straight up numbers. But you might have certain administrative fees, tech fees, internet fees that go through the franchisor where they collect revenue. There's also the fact that you often have to buy supplies through the franchisor, and they make a profit on that. They purchase in bulk. And they get group discounts, but they don't pass it on to you. They're making the profit there. Similarly, on the advertising side, they have advertising obligations generally you as a franchisee have to undertake, but they also take various percentages of revenue to pay for advertising funds, advertising fees, group fees, anywhere from 1 to 3% of revenue, which is added on top of the royalty fee that you have to calculate in there. So remember what the royalty fees represent. They represent a cut that the franchisor takes against your revenue. Not against your profit, against your revenue. And they require it to be paid on a timely basis, or otherwise you can find yourself in default. And unless you're able to deal with the franchisor and let them push it off, there's no wiggle room in this. It's a set amount, and they always feel obligated to receive it. Yes, there are those good franchisers out there that have a heart and will work with you, but all too many of them say, this is my number, that's what you agreed to. If you're not making it work, that's not my fault. I gave you the tools, now make it happen. So understand that from the outset. Understand it when you're creating your budgets. And make the proper determination as to the viability of your particular franchise opportunity. We hope this YouTube video has been informative. We don't want to be overly pessimistic about it, but we just want to get clear as to this particular aspect of the franchise systems. We hope you like it and you subscribe to our YouTube channel and provide us with your comments as we continue to build out and push out further YouTube videos on business and franchising. Thank you.